Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name remains Leonardine Udotsim, Leo for short. If you're just joining us, you'd like to go to our previous videos where we started. And in this section, we're going to be creating an ad. We're going to be creating an ad. Okay, now this is our metal business suits. Like I said earlier, to access your ads manager, you go to all tools and you click on ad manager and it takes you to a whole different page. Okay, let's allow that load. It's coming up. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be running a campaign today. That's what our section is all about. I'm going to try as much as I can to make sure this is not so lengthy, so that you can always go back to it. Okay, let's dive right into it. Alright, in previous sections, I explained what you see on your screen, what you see on your screen right now, ranging from your account name and ID, to this refresh button, update button, to discard drafts, review and publish. 3 stages involved, which are going to see now: the campaign stage, ad stage, ads. We talked about this button here, which we're going to be using today. Talked about everything here and how you can analyze your ad. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, we also talked about these columns and what they mean, what they signify. Right, okay, let's continue. Now we want to create a campaign. The first thing you want to do is to click on the create button. That's the first thing you should do. And this is called the excuse me please, this is called the campaign stage. Campaign stage determines the objective, like general reason why you want to run an ad. General reason why you want to run an ad. So this stage brings you to an understanding, or helps you choose the reason for your ad. That's the whole idea behind this stage. So yes, when you click on it, it brings you to this point where you're going to choose your campaign. Now let me break it down one after the other. Awareness campaign shows your ad to people who are most likely to remember them. They are good for reach, brand awareness, video views, store location awareness. Right, now you may ask, how does Meta track or know people who are most likely to view your ads? There's something they call ad recall lift. Right, ad recall lift. It is when Meta shows a user your ad and then it now come back again to show them your organic posts. Right, organic posts. Now organic posts are posts that are not sponsored. Let me check for an example of an organic post, and then we'll see. Right, ads, as we all know, are all paid. Now this is an organic post. This is not sponsored, nothing. It's not sponsored. This is an organic post. So let's just assume this is a brand. Which I'm not so sure about. But let's just assume this is a brand, right? So they just come and post their stuff without paying or anything, right? It's called organic posts. So now when Meta shows you a particular brand ad, right, and then again they come back and show you the organic posts, an organic post, right? So that's just how it works. That's just how it works. Now if you say, oh, you want them to get to reach out to you, you want brand awareness, you want video views, and you want, awareness is, I think, is one of the most popular campaigns people run. One of the popular campaign. And the next one we have here is traffic, right? Traffic campaign. Send people to a destination like your website, your app, Instagram profile, or Facebook events. It helps with link clicks, landing page views, messenger and WhatsApp calls, Instagram profile visits, right? So it leads them to, once they click on the link, it leads them to page view or messenger to send you a message, or WhatsApp, business WhatsApp or whatever, or it might even lead them to calls, or them visiting your Instagram profile. So that is mainly what this particular campaign does. Traffic. This is what it is used for. And the next one we'll talk about now is engagement. Get more messages, video views, post engagement, page likes, event responses, or community engagement. Now if you want people, if you're more interested in people to come in contact with you, messenger through messenger or Instagram or WhatsApp, right? You use this particular type of campaign. Or you want video views, or you want or you want post engagement, conversions, calls. This is the type of campaign you should run. Conversions is when they don't just view your ad, they also engage, right? For instance, now me as a person, I saw an ad, and then it seems appealing to me, or I'm interested. Once I click on it, maybe it's something that has to do with sales or whatever, I click on it, right? And I kind of choose the items I want, and I actually purchase them. I've been converted from just an ordinary viewer to a customer, right? So this particular campaign helps you with that very well. Messages, video views, calls, and the rest of it, right? Now let's talk about leads. Collect leads from your business or brand. Now this particular campaign has to do with instant forms, messenger and Instagram, conversions, calls, right? If for any reason you want your customers to fill their form, lead has to do with collection of customers' information, their name, their email, their phone number, to follow them up and the rest of it. So this particular campaign helps you with that. Helps you collect your customers' information, helps you keep in touch with them, follow them up. That is what lead is all about. And then app promotion. If you have an app that you're running, right, you have an app, this is the one that is advisable, and you want people to find new people to install your app and continue using it. It can help with app installations and app events. You show them what your app is all about, and you can from the campaign you can also install the app promotion. That is what this particular campaign is all about, right? Sales is one of the most expensive campaigns to run. They find people. It says find people likely to purchase your product or service. It has to do with conversions. I've said what conversions are. Catalog sales, like where you have to, like Jumia, you go to their, you go there and choose what you want to do and all. Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, calls, So basically, sales is one of the most expensive, right? So these are the campaigns that are available. Auction buying type definitely should always leave it at auction. It's always advisable to leave it at auction. All right, so now in this particular session we're going to be running an engagement campaign, and then we'll click continue. Okay, here it says create your campaign using a recommended setup to maximize performance. Okay, please, one thing I would like to let you know also is make sure you understand what they are saying, so you don't impute the wrong thing. Make sure you have a full understanding. All right, so what they are trying to tell you here is, oh, should they do the recommended setup for you, or you want to manually set up your campaign? Please manually set it up. Don't use, because they might not do it, they might not give it the settings you want. Please manually set your campaign. Manually. Continue. Manually. I've not seen this before though. I think, you know, as the day goes by, the meta puts up, makes it more users friendly. They make it very understandable and easier each day. So I guess that's one of the new updates. Okay, we are here. We're going to give it a name. That's what you do. Give it a name. And for this course, let's give it YouTube, or what do you think? YouTube tests. Okay, YouTube tests, or what, anything at all. Okay, now after giving it a name, this name helps you identify your ad. It doesn't go out there to the public. I've said that previously. It doesn't go out there to the public. Just help you identify it. Nobody sees this except you. All right, let's go on. Special ad category. Now here, this is where you declare. Now declare if your ads are related to credit, employment, or housing, or about special issues, election, or politics. Now Meta is very skeptical with what they promote, right? So if it has to do with the above mentioned credits, like OPay, or this banking, whatever, or if it has to do with promising people employment or housing, or if it has to do with social issues like LGBTQ, NSAS, public opinion, right? If it has to do with elections or politics, or vote for Tinubu, or vote for Peter Obi, or anything as such, right? Please, Meta would like you to, because this is where a lot of scamming can come in, and they wouldn't want that. They wouldn't want to be a party to that, right? So if you are in any of this category, it is very important that you come here. If it's credit, you choose, but for now, for this particular one, we're not doing any of that, so no category declared, right? Okay, so the reason for this is just to prevent scam. That's the whole essence, to prevent scam. They wouldn't want to be a party to that. Having said that, let's move on to campaign details. And definitely we know that this remains auction. Leave it at auction. And here again, you're asked to choose your campaign. Are you sure it's your objective? Are you sure it's an engagement objective, or you've changed your mind, right? You come over there and they allow you change. Campaign spending limits. Just avoid that. Just leave that, because you do not know the amount you're spending yet, so you're not sure of. Now, A and B testing. Right, let me explain the essence of this A and B testing. For some of you, or let's say some of you that you might say, well, for me personally, I wouldn't use this A and B testing. Now I'm going to tell you why. A and B testing is more like, okay, I'm going to run this ad and let me see how it's going to perform. You're not sure yet. You'll be like, okay, let me see how this ad is going to perform. And so you make it an A and B testing, and then if it performs properly, then you now come and make it a normal ad. But now, how to escape this is very advisable to use your previous posts. Any of your previous posts that is already doing well, you use it. Any of your previous posts that is already doing well, you use it. Now let's read what they have. They said it helps improve ad performance, test version with different images, text, urgencies, or placement. For accuracy, each one will be shown to separate groups of your audience. Right? So to just keep this whole process, it's very advisable to use your previous post that is doing well. By now, I believe that by now we should have known our priority platform. Now, what is priority platform? Priority platform is a particular platform that a user choose to be their main platform. Now, some people say, okay, I would prefer Instagram to be my priority platform. Some people will be like, okay, I want TikTok to be my priority platform. Now, just to make it clear, TikTok is not under Meta. It's not under Meta, right? Okay, so if you say I want or some might say, okay, I want Facebook to be my priority platform. Wherever they have chosen to be a priority platform is a place where you just focus on mainly and you have your audience more. That is your priority platform, where you get more engagements, where you get to interact with more of the audience or your customers. That is where you choose as that is your priority platform. Right? So now you're just meant to go to that priority platform, pick a post that is doing well already, and you know that if you put it in that same platform, the ad will definitely do well. Right? So just to avoid this A and B tests, just use that. But if you want to use a completely new want to create a new post, you can do that and place it under your priority platform, because you already know you have engagement there, you already know you have audience there. Place it, definitely it's going to go well. Right? So just skip that too. Or if you want to do, if you can also do that though. It's just a matter of what your choice is. Right? Okay. Advantage campaign budget. Just leave this out of it. We don't control anything. Just leave this, and then you go to next. What is set for da. Okay, after that, it brings us to the next stage. And same thing here. Give it a name. The same name we had over there. YouTube test. Okay, conversion, it says choose where you want to drive engagement. Choose where you want to drive engagement. Definitely should be your Facebook page. That is definitely where you want to do that. Okay, performance goal. We'll try to deliver your ad to the right people to help you get more page likes at the lowest cost. And then the Facebook page, the name we'll have here is definitely that should be where your name, that should be your name. Okay, moving on. Cost per result goal, you leave this here, is in naira, so just leave it there. Just do not do anything there. And then the next thing we'll do, budget and schedule. Budget and schedule. Now this is the place where you get to choose something. Meta allows you do the choosing. Right? They do not come and say, oh, this is the particular amount you should spend. If you don't spend this, we cannot run your ad for you. Right? So you have the right to choose how much you're willing to spend on the ad. Now if you look here, we have daily budgets and lifetime budgets. Right? Daily budget is the amount you want to spend per day. Right? If you click on daily budget, that's daily budget, the amount you want to spend per day for as long as the ad keeps running. Right? Okay, if you say you want to spend about, let's say you want to spend 1,000 daily budgets, that's the daily budget, 1,000 naira, and you are not supposed to have an end date. Right? Okay, now that is for daily budget. That's for each day that your ad runs, 1,000 naira will be taken from your account. So long as there is 1,000 naira there, it goes on and on and on. If you do not set an end date, it goes on and on and on till there is no 1,000 naira in your account anymore. Right? So that's just it. Every single day 1,000 naira is being deducted. Every day 1,000 naira is being deducted. Every day 1,000 naira is being deducted. Okay, that is it for daily budget, and the start date is today. Now if you say, okay, you want to choose lifetime budget is what you want to spend for a particular period of time. Now if you say, oh, you want to spend say 100,000, right? If you say you want to spend 100,000, later I'll say, okay, if it's 100,000 you want to spend, okay, fine. How long do you want this? Maybe this is for 1 month, like we have here, 18th today to February 18th, or you want to just set it, for that much. If you want it for 2 weeks, you set it. If you want it for 2 months, you set it. No matter you have to choose, like it stays for a long period of time. That's why it's called lifetime budget, right? But let's go for daily budget. Let's leave it at daily budget. When once there is 1,000 naira in your account, it keeps running. The campaign doesn't end. The moment there is 1,000 naira in your account, since you didn't set an end date, it's always ongoing. When once there is 1,000 naira available in your ad account, your campaign keep going on and on. So long as you didn't stop it, it keeps going on and on and on and on. So long as there is 1,000 naira, it keeps going on and on. And there is another thing I want you to look at, right? The more money you spend, the more people you reach out to. Now for 1,000 naira, this is the number of people that can reach out. 2.4. They'll give you a high range and a lower range, right? The lower range we have is about 2,400 people we can reach out if we continue with 1,000 naira to 7,000 people. Okay, now let's say we want to use 5,000. Now look at it, it changed. We have about 12,000 people to 34,000 people will reach, your ad will get to them, right? Your ad will get to them. So the more money you use, the more money you use for your ad, the more people you reach out to. That's how Meta works. That's why you have the choice to choose the amount you want, because it's very easy. The amount you put is just is how much people you can connect to, or how much people that will be able to see your ad. So that's just it about budget and schedule. You come here, you choose the amount you want, and then you're good to go. Okay, so let's continue. Just make sure you do not, always be sure of what you're doing, so your settings doesn't affect you later on. Increase your budget during specific time period. Please leave it. Run ads all the time. Yes, run, and you can't even edit it because you keep running it all the time. Now, audience control. This is where you get to control the kind of people that views your ad. It starts with location. Which part of the world do you want to view your ad? You can come here and say, oh, I want say Owerri, Imo State, to view my ad. I also want, even you can choose another country. It's not only you saw that. You can choose Canada, you can choose, let's say, Abuja. You can choose Abuja. Now you've successfully chosen the places that your ads should run, right? The regions your ad should run, the places your ad should run. Okay, now let's take this out, but if you want it, you can leave it there, definitely. Okay, let's continue, and then you go to show more options, and in this show more options you can now edit the age range of people that should view your ad. If you say, okay, I want from 20 to to 65, this is where you can do the, remember what I told you. I think I made mention of something like this, right? I made mention of something like this. You can come and say, okay, I need the minimum age, that's the lowest age that should see this particular ad should be 20. You tell them, right, should be 20. That's going to give you 20 people that are going to view your ads are going to be 20 years and above. 20 years and above. 20 years. So if there are any other exclusion you would want to do, you come here and impute it. And then we'll talk about language. Definitely language should definitely be English. English could be either English UK, or you want English all, you go for English all. So that's that about audience control. Right? Okay, so moving on, but anyways, moving on, but what I wanted to add a little bit of something here. The region you choose, I believe it should be like, you probably would have run your ad in such states, and you've seen that, okay, it's performed well. That's the reason for the choice. If you can't just wake up and say, oh, I want to run it there, without being sure that it's going to perform well. You need to be sure that, okay, my ad to perform well. But if you're not sure, you just leave it at Lagos, which is the most used. Definitely. right? Just leave it at Lagos and probably take the rest out. Or if you're sure that it's likely to, if it's related to the people of such region, if your ad is related to people in that region, then you can say, okay, fine, I'll leave it at Were or Port Harcourt or Ibadan or Enugu or Accra, and so on, right? So now we've chosen our age, the minimum age that should see this ad. If there are any other exceptions, you include it here. Language you've chosen, but if you want other languages too, though, you can add it up, right? So that's just it about it. Advantage, audience. Now it says our ad technology automatically finds your audience. If you share an audience suggestion, we'll prioritize audience matching this profile before searching more widely, right? So they're telling you that, okay, do would you rather prefer that, right? So Meta is simply telling you that, okay, do you have like a suggestion of people we should reach out to, right? The categories of them. Okay, do you want to reach out to businessmen, or do you want to reach out to makeup artists, or do you want to reach out to educationalists, right? So if you have any specific kind of audience you want to reach out to, right, you just mention it there and Meta will take your ad to them directly. And if you have none, you just leave it there. And the next one we have here is placement, right? Placement. Now it says advantage plus placement. Now Meta is like, okay, let's do it our way. Let's place it in such a way that we think will work better for you, right? Let's do it in such a way. It's always better you do it yourself. Manual placement is always better you do a manual placement, right? And that's what we're going to click on right now. And then you choose for yourself where you want it to be, where you want your ads to be. Now the first thing here under manual placement, device. What kind do you want it to be on? PC, that's desktop. Do you want it to be on only mobile, or you want it, mobile or desktop? And definitely you want it to be in all device, right? Said Instagram shop not available. Okay, then for placement, for feed, definitely you want it in Facebook feed, you want it in Facebook. If you don't want it in Facebook Marketplace, these are various placements, and this is how they look like when you've created the ad. This is how they will look like. For Facebook feed, this is how it looks like. For Facebook Marketplace, this is how it's gonna look like. Then for Facebook video excuse me please, for Facebook video feeds, right, exactly, that is how it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like. For the rest are not available, right? For me, I wouldn't like it to be here. So if you do not want it to be in certain places, you click it out, you take it out. That's why it's very important for you to do it manually, right? If you think, oh, I don't want my ad to be in this placement. I think I've explained placements before, right? So please go to my previous video and you see there was a particular time I explained what placement is all about, placement and platforms, right? So Meta sees these different places, these different, Meta recognizes them differently, in as much as it is still Facebook, but Meta recognizes them as different placements. Okay, for feeds, that's all. I don't know why Instagram is not available, but anyways, if you wanted to do it for Instagram Explore, this is how it's gonna look like. For Instagram Explore Home, this is how it's gonna look like. Message inbox, I always advise you not to do this, because for Facebook Business Explore, this is how it's gonna look like. Okay, Okay, so all these are supposed to be clickable. They are supposed to be clickable. For now, I can't really find why that is not clickable, because we're supposed to have our Instagram stories. We're supposed to have, like, we're supposed to choose. She was to be able to choose in stream, okay, but let me explain it anyways. Let me explain it. Right, let me explain. Now this is feed, and now we've been able to choose if we want it for Instagram feed. It's not clickable at all. Instagram feed is a good platform to, it's a good placement. It's a good placement, right? And then we go on, you just basically choose. Then for stories, would you want it for Instagram story, Facebook story? This is how it's gonna look like, right? Your ad's gonna look like this image you see here. Messenger story, Instagram reels. Instagram reels, you're supposed to see it here. Isn't available with the engagement. Oh, okay. Said this placement isn't available with the engagement objective. Okay, meaning because we chose engagement, that is why it's not available. Had it been we chose any other kind of, again, maybe we chose traffic, or we chose any other kind of, maybe it would have been available. They said this placement is not available with the engagement objective. Okay, all right, because I was wondering. Okay, so they're just trying, but let me go ahead and explain. Messenger stories, Instagram reels, this is how it's gonna look like. The image you see, Facebook reels, that's how it's gonna look like. In-stream ads for videos and reels. Now in-stream ad is, oh, maybe someone is watching something on Facebook, and you know those quick videos, quick ads that you have to skip. Okay, let's go. Let's check this out, what I'm trying to explain to you. Sorry, my network is so terrible. It's just so terrible. Okay, let's just go ahead. Now let me try to explain. This in-stream ad for videos and reels. Maybe you're watching something, a video, right, on any, or yes, on Facebook, right? When you're trying to watch a video, and then there's going to be like this few seconds ad that you can always skip. So they're asking you if you want your ad to come up that way, right? I honestly, I do not really think it's an effective placement, because people are probably engaged in that particular video they are watching already. So that's more like a distraction. It kind of, me, I just skip it immediately, because I do not want to disconnect from whatever it is I was watching before. So I always advise you not to use it. And then Facebook instant videos, ads on Facebook reels, ads on Instagram reels. Would you want it to be there? And then search results. Honestly, I don't want this. We do not want search results, Facebook search results. But I think we have limited. Okay, let's have it. Okay, Instagram search, this is how it's going to come up. Instagram search results, messages, and every other thing. So you're just going to calm down and choose the placements. For this particular one, we have only but a few placements, and according to them, said this placement is not available for engagement objective, because we chose engagement objective. Okay, all right. Okay, let's continue. So basically, this is what it's all about, right? This is what placement is about. You come here and choose wherever you want your ad to be shown. Okay, and then after that you go next. The last stage, ad name. We're having the same name. YouTube test. Facebook page should be a Facebook page, right? Select the page you want to run your ad, right? Ad setup. Now, I'll always advise you not to tick on that. Multiple advertisements, multiple advertiser ads is more like, it's more like they'll bombard your ad with other ads. They're going to bombard, Meta will bombard your ad with other ads, and that is not really what you want. You want just your ad to stand out for, for people to, for people to get to see it better and understand it better, you understand? So do not click that, because that's more like they're bombarding other ads, and your ad is just among, like, it's going to be really crowded. So we don't want our ad to be in that kind of we do not want that. Okay, moving to ad creative. This is where you're going to select the picture or video you want to use for your ad. Select the media and text for your ad. You can also customize the media and text for each placement. Okay, for each placement you want to say, you do not write the same thing. My network is really terrible. Okay, you're going to come here. Let's say you want to use video, and it brings you down here. This is also a new thing. If you say, okay, you want to use a previous video or whatever, you come to your page, and it starts bringing out the videos you've used before for you to choose from, right? Paste the thing, Okay, so we're gonna choose from here. Let's assume that, okay, we want to use this one. Wow, this thing really changed. Every day, one thing about it is every day you just need to be updating yourself. Every day you just need to be updating yourself. This button is not functional. Neither are these ones. Okay, let's go. Time is really fast spent. We've chosen, and that's it. Right, if you want to change, if you want to edit, you edit. If you want to have a text, you have a text, but text used previously, you can use it. You can use the text used previously, right? Okay, these are the texts we've used previously. You can just choose anyone at all. Paste it, right? Let's just assume that's the text you want to use. You can choose to do your own thing. You can choose to okay, they're giving us like an option of text we can use. Well, whatever suits you. You can use theirs, or you just use the one you've used before, or you just write it right now, right here. Okay, so that's it about that. I don't know why this is showing up. Tracking. Okay, say track events data sets that contain the conversations your ad might motivate. Right now, this error, we do not know. I know network is part of it. I know network is part of it. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like. There's supposed to be a button. Let's check for that. There's supposed to be a place where I'll put a button. Can't find it. Definitely not here. Tracking, not here. Wow. Okay. And now when you've done all the settings and you're satisfied, now this is the last part. If I just click here, publish, right, it's going to go to review mode, where Meta will like review it and see if the content is worthy enough to be published, is worthy enough to be released to the public. And once they've seen it, they're going to approve it. Once it's worthy, they're going to approve it. So that's just it about creating, and that's the basic. These are the basics you need creating an ad. Okay, that will be all for now. We really had a long one. That will be all for now. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for staying tuned, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.